Welcome to Zen with Gwen yoga sessions. Let's do some very gentle movement to get out some creaks and groans and loosen up some tight spots. You'll need something like a bolster. I'll actually be using a rolled up yoga mat today. If you don't have a bolster, you can use an extra yoga mat, or you can even roll up a towel or something like that. You might even use a cushion that you have around the house. But for now, we can walk our feet in and give our legs a big hug. We can hold on the knees or behind the thighs, and whatever kind of movement feels right here. So it might feel good to rock side to side. You might like to draw a circle with the knees. Listening to our bodies here. So whatever feels good for the back, the hips and the legs. Might even like to curl up, knees to nose to knees, into a tight ball. Let's go ahead and hold on to one leg. We'll stretch the other one out. Give it a good squeeze. And then we can switch sides, draw knees to chest, and take it to the other side. Give it a good hug. And we can flow back and forth. This one can be helpful for digestion or tightness in the hips and legs. Moving at a comfortable pace and working with a comfortable range of motion. Let's hold this last one a bit longer. Again, we can give it a good squeeze. And we're going to make our way into a twist. So we can actually drop that foot, and we want to come onto the side of the pelvis. So we can shift our hips away from the direction that we'll be twisting, and then twist into the space that we've created. Might like to take opposite hand to knee to draw ourselves deeper into the twist. But let's go really easy on ourselves here. We'll let gravity do 99% of the work. And even though we're in this twisted position, we'll do our best to breathe comfortably. When you're ready, we'll make our way to the other side so we can bring our hips back to center. Shift our hips to the opposite side and twist the other way. You may notice that your range of motion is quite different from one side to the other, and that is totally okay. It could be an item of curiosity to think about, but we're only human. We're never perfectly symmetrical one side to the other. As we settle in, you might make little adjustments, but let's stay in a comfortable range of motion. Alrighty, we'll come back to center. Let's draw this leg into our chest. Give it a big hug. Bring the other leg in to match. And then we'll drop the feet wide on the mat, and we'll windshield like the legs side to side. So this is a nice easy twist. And as always, listen to your body here. So for some of us, it'll feel good to do quite a vigorous twist side to side. And for some of us, we'll want to go much more slowly. And the same goes for range of motion. Sometimes a big range of motion is really relaxing for the hips. And then at other times, a very small, gentle range of motion is much more comfortable. When you're ready, we'll come into a butterfly range of motion for the hips. So we let the knees butterfly out and the soles of the feet touch, pausing for a moment here, noticing where you feel the stretch. As always, we can make any fidgets or adjustments to settle in better. So this is a very open position for the front of the body, and let's breathe into that space. Feeling the breath drop deep into the belly. feeling our ribs expand side to side and chest lifting to the sky. We'll begin to straighten the legs and we'll come into what I call a long stretch. Exactly as it sounds, we make our bodies as long as possible. You can do some movement side to side in the torso. Might feel good to point and flex the feet, wiggle your toes, circle the ankles.
Take your time with
stretch the body super
but
duper
when you're
long.
ready, we're going to grab that prop, whatever you have, bolster, rolled up towel, couch cushion, whatever it might be, and we'll do a couple of supported poses here. So we're going to take the prop that you have and we'll line it up directly.
We can leave a little bit of space between your bum and the prop when you set it up. Otherwise, it gets to be too much of a back bend. And then we want to lower ourselves down so that head is in comfortable alignment with the spine. It's not hanging back. And we can put the arms and legs anywhere that's comfortable from here. So we're in a little bit of a back bend and then we can take the arms and legs wide, or it might feel more comfortable to bring the arms into a different position. We want to bend the elbows instead. We could always bend the knees as well. So we have lots of different options here. Feet together, knees apart, knees together, feet apart. As always, we are listening to our bodies and then responding appropriately. So we can get curious about how we're feeling here and then try some different variations. In order to be more in tune with our breath, we could take hands to bellies or simply just leave the arms alongside the body and feel the expansion of our lungs. Every breath we take, our lungs expand front, side, and back. And I'll leave us here for quite some time. I'll give us a couple of minutes. Always remember, you can come out of the pose early if that is what benefits you most today. Now to come out of the pose, no rush to get there. Feel free to stay a little bit longer, but once you're ready, the easiest way is usually just to roll to one side to come off our prop, and then we can move our bodies out of the way or move the prop out of the way. But we'll do a supported bridge pose next. So we lift our hips up in order to put our prop, again, cushion, whatever it is, directly under the pelvis. We have a little bit of airspace under the low back.
If we put the prop too low down the bum, we'll fall off it. If we put it too high, we'll have a big back bend, not really what we're looking for. So let's place it right on the bony back of our pelvis so we can have our pelvis in a more neutral position, and it should be pretty comfortable. We might like to leave the legs bent, straighten one leg. And as we settle in here, again, you might like to choose different arm positions. Over time, maybe straightening one leg at a time, and then eventually straightening both legs together if that feels good. One option isn't any better than any other option. There's no real advanced or beginner pose. We're just looking for beneficial sensation and treating whatever you're feeling. So please do add any variations that you know and love, or maybe experiment with it until you find a good spot to settle into. I hope you're feeling wonderful and well stretched. Thank you so much for spending this time with me.